At the drill press, there's all my walk boards all set up. My brackets are over there, all numbered. My ends are all numbered. So everything's hooked up. I got my drill press set up with the stop on it so it just barely goes through. That way I can race down to where I want and then ease it on through the last 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch so I don't blow out the other side. Let's drill one. Let's go out and do our layout on the bridge beams. See you in a minute. Alright, I got my main beams separated. I double checked my plumb line. This is actually the inside what I was drilling to, and that dang drill, that hole come out pretty much dead nut, so I'm real happy with that. According to my measurements and stuff, the top of the walk board, this is the top of the walk board is 1 inch down from the top of the beam ish, in the center, so somewhere right around there. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of measuring each one and try to get it straight, I milled me out a 1 inch piece of cedar, and I'm going to attempt to just tack it up along this edge, and that way I can butt my walk board right up to it, and it'd be a good steady rest, and then I could start my pilot holes for my 3/8 bolts. So I'm going to attempt to bend that around the bridge, and we'll see how it goes. I'll show you disaster or success. Down here, this arch kind of continues down, so this walk board is actually lower on the bridge, so you got a small step up. Then this one's a little larger, and then it goes back up to the 1 inch. So I can put all but the last two. I think I'll leave the last 3 off in case I need to, you know, rock this one to make the swoop. So I can put them all on except for the last 3, and the last 3 I have to kind of get eyeballed. So here we go. I got my nail gun, trusty pass load, and we'll see if we can get this sucker to bend. Be right back. Sometimes you just get lucky. Let me get you around here, kind of sideways. I put my center mark, lined it up with a center mark, everything lines up, and then around the front, see this 3rd hole here? That's for the big connecting rod to go through. A few of the brackets actually fall out like that, right on it. I was going to drill them after I had them mounted, but the guy drilled them ahead of time. He was just copying the parts. That sucker lines up with that hole like nobody's business. That's awesome. Sometimes you just get lucky. Alright, let's get our pilot holes going, and then we'll get our dowel jig set up. Sorry about all the jiggling. Get the dowel jig set up, and then we'll get our pilots going. 3/8. Wow, that's piercing. Nice. Alright, let me go grab a couple bolts and nuts. I'm back. That was exciting. There we go. A little persuasion. Again, this is all temporary, so no lock washers or nothing yet. Go. Pretty sturdy. Now see, when I do this for real on the other side, I'll have all those square nuts all nice and lined up. Let me ream that hole out a little bit. This could be a wrist breaker. Awesome, barely had to touch it. And Get our stainless rod, connecting rod. Gonna have to put it through the top hole and the bottom hole at the same time. My tent's too short. See if I can finagle it through there. Yay. There we go. Alright. So as you can see, our rod goes through. It gets through bolted down here. I don't have it all the way through yet. And that's what actually holds our beams together. The other beam will be sitting right there, plus these two bolts to lock it together. Just for having one side bolt, it's pretty darn stiff. And it's not even tight, so. Alright, so I got a bunch more walkboards to put together, and then I'll start lining them all up, pre-drilling them all. I think I'll go ahead and get one side all bolted, and then punt from there. Oh, and I noticed on my drawings they have like a 3/4 inch spacing between walkboards, which I really don't like. More of a quarter, maybe less, but I'm copying the old school and it's supposed to look the same, so 3/4 it will be. It might have something to do with the way the tread works out and the spacing. So anyhow, we are now underway. Can't see squat. Got one tread on, and it's all about repetitiveness, not even a clue. Doing it over and over again. Alright, if this is the end of the video, I'll try to get it up shortly. I don't know how long it is, so play nice.